Hey, and welcome back to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm Tina. Um, and so I am getting back to you on Saturday again. Yay! Um, my husband a couple days ago had a little bit of a stomach issue, so they sent him home for work for a few days. So if there's some slight background noise, he may be wandering around, but it should be good. And also, as you can tell, I have my cat back here. She is deciding to grace us with her presence, so she will be watching over my shoulder literally. All right, so let's get this started. So, for the what am I drinking today? I am going back to my old favorite in my old favorite mug, my oldest mug. This is a good old regular PG Tips again. No milk this time. Just a lot of sugar as usual. So, a lot of times that's kind of my go-to tea, even though I've got all these other ones. It's just kind of a nice one. It's kind of strong and kind of sweet and kind of good. So anyway, so that's what I'm drinking. Um, all right. So personal life, not really much going on right now. Um, Still staying at home. Um, Still kind of, hunkering down. So nothing really exciting going on. As you can tell, the cat is appreciating that we're home a little bit more than often. So somebody is getting a little bit spoiled, just a tad. Yeah, you don't even have the grace to look embarrassed about it, cause cat. So yeah, nothing really personal going on. Just kind of keep on keeping on. Um, Mail call. Nothing came for the mail today, which is fine. It's always good. Like I said, if you guys ever have any questions, please email me. I mean, I'm not the most interesting person, but hey, maybe I can maybe I can answer a question and try not to touch my nose. Um. No mail call, no Q&A. Again, that's cool. I know I'm kind of new, so still kind of getting the ball rolling a little bit. New starts. I do have a new start, but weirdly enough, and this has never been a problem for me before, I can't actually show it. I am a part of the Witcher's Coven on Facebook. And so they have every once in a while, like a few times a year, they'll have an exchange. And this is the first one that I've actually ever participated in. And so this is a Halloween exchange. And so uh, you do a little small, you add a uh, little candy in there, and a little card or something. So it's in this bag, which is a really cool bag, and it does have. Can I show it? Uh, can I get it? There we go. You can see a little bit of it. Has ravens on the other side. There we go. Whoops. So but unfortunately, I can't show. Whoops. Well, okay. There we go. That was your little hint of what it was. So, uh, and it's really funny because out of all the people in the coven, I know who I got. So, and I don't know if it's an actual exchange or if somebody different has me. Probably somebody different has me. But it's kind of funny. So I'll try to see what I can do since I actually know the person. That's kind of neat. Um, it's kind of a little bit more pressure actually though, because I mean I don't know them. I have met them, which is something I can't say for a lot of stitchers, but um, and they were very 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 cool. So that doesn't really it doesn't really narrow down any, but so actually it might narrow down. Anyway, so I have till like mid-September, but if I don't start it now, I will forget, and I do not want to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it started, and it shouldn't be too bad. Um, it has to be, I think, 5 by 5 for the biggest. So I don't think it's quite that big. So we're good. So that is the work in progress. Um, Unfortunately, nothing finished, nothing fully finished as usual, because I don't know how to finish things, obviously, which is kind of the story of my life, actually. Now that I think about it, but anyway, um, so Works in progress. Unfortunately, right now, it's the stitchy bug has not really been there as much as it has in the past, and I don't know why. Now is the time to like do all the stitching in the world, and my brain is like, you're not in the mood. But I have been getting some done, and my string is all messed up. So, I have been working on the Plague Doctor a little bit more, and so I've actually got the whole top of the hat set up. And as you can see, I've got the brims going. Now, this is only the 310 part so far, so there's obviously a lot more that needs to go in. And as I was saying before, there are some other colors, just a few little pieces of confetti that need to go in the roundabout here. So I still have a long way to go. It's very big. I have a lot of fabric. I know, my terrible back. There's a lot of fabric hiding underneath this, so it goes down quite a bit. So this is kind of a long-term thing, but it's really cool, and it's Plague Doctor, so I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, so as of right now, that's the only thing that I've actually been working on. I did kit up something new. I believe it was Vicky Stitching Buttons. Just started Tea and Honey, which I believe was a market this year. I think maybe. So I think I might start that sometime soon. I don't know, but we'll see. She's not actually doing any sort of a stitch along that I know of. Oh, and it's bees, so I don't think she's actually doing any sort of a stitch along. So but maybe somebody is. I'll look on Instagram. It's whatever. If not, meh. I'm usually really, really bad about doing stitch alongs. So um, that's that. So I will go ahead, since I don't really have a lot to do, and I'll show you what I have not worked on. So this one is going to be, and I'll just show you the first, or one of the first ones, the Sing a Song Sampler, Sing a Sampler series. I always say it wrong. And again, this is the one I'm going to do as a rainbow and in 2 rows. That's the back. So that's still all I have, and that one I had to frog and then totally redo because I messed up the fabric. So this one's been a little cursed, and I have to admit I'm a tiny bit about working on it, just because I'm afraid I don't want to mess anything up again. But it will eventually have to get started. The next one is one again, and I need to print out an actual picture of it. But the Good Omens cross stitch. If you know about the show, which is amazing, go watch it on Amazon Prime. It's free for Amazon Prime. You've got a angel, Aziraphale, and then you've got a devil named Crowley. This is Crowley's feathers right here, because devil, so dark wings. But I mean, come on, it's got David Tennant in it, so that in itself should make it worth watching. And there's lots of other really good actors too. So it's not just David Tennant. All right, and oh, this is still off of its thing, off of its hoop. That's still the map sampler, and it's still only the outside. This is doubloon. I love, 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 love this fabric, and I really want to get more of it because it really does kind of have that. It's not showing up. I'm sorry. Everything's kind of. I had to open the window, and so everything's kind of washed out. But it's got a really nice soft variegation to it. So that is really cool. And I really think if I just put my butt to it and actually do that, I don't think it'll take that long. It's just having to figure out how to do the coastline is very daunting because it's a lot of math, and I'm like, I shy away from math. And I tell you what, the last one I'm not going to get out because it's a pain. I apologize. It's because there's nothing there. It's still the Starry Night that still has nothing on it. So there's really nothing to show. So that's still where I am, which is about where I was last week. You know, um, that's um, that's kind of that though. So that's the works in progress right now. Um, so when it comes to plans, um, I really don't have any plans. As of right now, I'm not planning on doing Mania because I have tons of things I could start. I've already shown you guys my gigantic pile of crap over there. Um, but I don't know that I want that many starts just hanging over me. So I probably am gonna try to do some sort of maybe like a monogamania or something. Um, maybe work on um my exchange project. I don't think it won't take that long. I can't really say what it is. It's like I want to, but no. Um, so I might work on that, and or the Plague Doctor, so make it like a duo mania. Sure, we'll go with that. So I may work on those two things alone, for May, and just kind of see how that goes. Because, like I said, I just having a ton of starts, I think, would just put too much pressure on me. And so I don't know if I really want to do that. But anyway, but if you are, hey, that's cool because I have been really, really loving people going through their stuff. I love to watch stash dives. So, and I've watched some people. Um, I know. Trying to think who all. Um, of course, they're not coming to my head right now. I have watched some people do some stash dives. I know Two Martini kind of did. Two Martini Stitcher. And I think, oh, she's the really sweet, sweet Stitcher from West Virginia. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. She's done some really, really cool stuff. Um, I love watching her. She's so soft and relaxing. It's like I can just watch her and just go, she's definitely a breath of fresh air. So she's always fun to watch. And I'm sorry I don't remember your name. I will find out and I will put it in the comments. I promise. So, or in the notes, I should say. Um, so yeah, that's really all my plans, which are no plans. Haul or retail therapy. I have not got anything in this week. I think I forgot to say that I did get Fortnight fabrics. I have their monthly fabric, which is amazing. They are really cool. It is Derek and Christian. Um, they also are reading and stitching. No, not reading and stitching. I'm sorry. They are. Wow, my mind is blanking today. I am very sorry. They are here on FlossTube, and I will put them in the notes as well. But where you actually want to get their fabric is Fortnite Fabrics on Facebook. They have a fabric of the month, and they also every Sunday, I believe, um, have auctions for their fabrics. And I have not gotten a chance to actually sew on it yet, but it is beautiful. They serge it, and it's just the colors are great. So, and they'll do stuff that's nice and um, they have two different types of the monthly fabric. They have like a kind of like a neutral, which is what I'm getting because I tend to do that, and then also have the colorful, which is like just the greatest stuff. I mean, there's been like pinks and purples and just all sorts of crazy things, which would be really fun. And I have some of their colors to stitch on too, so I just need to find an excuse to use some of their fabric. So I definitely recommend them. But other than just forgetting to say them last week, no new, um, no new haul. The only thing I'm expecting is some, and I don't remember the name of the floss, but there was a floss that someone on Etsy was selling, and it's a floss I'd never heard of before. But it's supposed to have really nice coverage. kind of, it's not over dyed. It's like a DMC anchor sort of thing, and the seller was from the UK, and so it was supposed to be here already. There seems to be an issue with the mail. The person is really really nice, and so I'll put them in the notes as well. But and they've been really nice about the, if it doesn't come by Monday, she'll resend it, which is really great. And I hate to do that, but I don't know what happened to it. It got lost somewhere between England and here, I guess. So I'm looking forward to trying it because I was looking online, did a little research, and it looks like it does have some pretty nice coverage. The only thing I got was like 6 packages of black, and they were like $1.50 each, so not that bad. And free shipping, so from the UK, that's not bad. I see that I'm boring my cat. She's falling asleep. Are you falling asleep? Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. No. Yes. How dare I touch her and wake her up? Anyway. So, that and so that might not be coming for a while. If it hasn't come by now, I don't think it's going to. So I'm not holding out hope that it's going to get here by Monday. So hopefully in a couple more weeks I can show you, and maybe even do a little test stitching and see, so I can show you what it looks like. Because I just have the worst luck when it comes to covering with 310 or black in general. So, you know. All right. So, I have a few things that I wanted to do before, and I didn't do them in my first couple of floss tubes, just because I've been kind of nervous and sort of, trying to get the hang of it. So I want to actually start these. They're all really short little things I thought would be kind of fun. And again, these links will be in the notes, as always. Um, the first one was going to be FlossTuber of the Week. And I absolutely have to do someone who I have not met, but dang it, I want to meet her so bad. Christine from Stitch All the Things. She is she's just the sweetest. She really, really is the sweetest. Um, and she does stitching, and she does project bags. If you can ever get a hold of one of her project bags, do so. In fact, let me show you. This one right here is one of hers. She kind of has this her sort of not mo, but I guess her signature is how she does these. This is vinyl. It's like a shiny vinyl, and it'll whatever the shiny vinyl is it'll match. Kind of what what the project is. So this is of course my map in a Marauder's map. So she does really nice um, quilting, and great little, very strong handle. Basic zipper, and like I said, the really cool shiny vinyl. And this is a 10-inch hoop, I believe, that's in here. So they're pretty decently sized. So these are really cool. Again, I would definitely recommend them. They're not easy to find because she doesn't have a whole lot of time. So she doesn't make, excuse me, I'm sorry, she doesn't make a lot of them. But when she does sell them, she'll sell them on her Instagram, and so they're definitely worth looking up. And just watch her because she's awesome. That's all. The stitching website of the week. The one that probably everybody knows about anyway, but it's a really good place to start, and that is going to be the Yarn Tree cross stitch calculator. It's actually really nice. You put your size, you put your count, and then you put whether you're doing over 1 or over 2. The only thing is, you've got extra fabric for the border and then extra fabric for finishing. So usually you only need to fill in one of those, not both. So that's the only little tricky part of it. And it's been really good. I've used it since I started sewing. And so it is absolutely worth it. Obviously free. It's easy to find. So that's definitely something that I would recommend. And the non-stitching website of the week, I'm going to use one that I've been at a lot lately. There is a project called NaNoWrimo, which is National Novel Writing Month. That's what it's short for. And what they do is they used to start for every November, and they've been doing this for maybe 15, 20 years. They've been doing it for a long time. Um, what you do is in November, you sign up there, it's free obviously, and um, it's essentially writing a novel. So it's 50,000 words from November the 1st to November the 30th. And so, and I mean, there's no prizes or anything. They've got little badges you can do if you do it, but it's really just trying to get people to write. And I mean, it's just every genre. I mean, it's fiction, nonfiction, and anything you can think of, really. Um, so they actually expanded it to something called Camp Nano, which they do in, I believe, April and June and September, I think maybe. Which is it's not as structured. It's still writing, but you don't have to write 50,000 words. You can write, you can edit, um, you could do all sorts of things like that. So, and it doesn't have to be a certain you pick your amount of words. So it's a little less structured, just a little nicer, a little easier, I should say, because 50,000 words is a lot to write. I've done it. I have done it, but it's a pretty big deal. And again, it's 1 month, So in April, Camp Nano is going right now, which may be part of the reason why I'm not sewing quite as much in April, because I am actually writing, and so um, my goal is 20,000 words, and so, but not doing all that great. Yeah. Um, so that's been kind of where I've been focusing a little bit. But it's really nice. So if you have kind of the writing spirit in you, it's definitely a cool place to check out. Um, so that's a really cool place. All right, and I think about the last thing that I'm going to add here. Um, I've always wanted to do this, and I don't know why. But, since I'm named B's and T's, and I've talked about tea. Wait. Yeah, Taz. All right. So I guess I need to talk about bees, right? Yeah. So, um, random bee fact. I'm going to try to give you a random bee fact every week. And I am forgetful, but I will try my absolute hardest not to double dip there. But here's a good one though. One bee has to fly about 90,000 miles 3 times around the globe to make 1 pound of honey. So that's kind of neat. Um, Speaking of bees, because everything has been so terribly warm, we do have bees outside of our house. We have some bushes right in front of our house, and before we trimmed them, so now the flowers are gone, of course. Um, we actually had 3 different types of bees, and I'm not that good at actually naming specifically what they are. But we had the tiny ones that I know in the South we call them sweat bees. I'm not sure what they're actually called, but the tiny, tiny little bees. We also had honeybees, some sort of honeybee. I know there's lots of different types of honeybees, so it's just a honeybee of some sort. And the bumblebee, which I actually want to say, I think there's something called a construction bee. No, it's something that looks like a bumblebee, but is not quite a bumblebee, and I think that's what it is. Um, and I can't think of what it's called. Um, So I'll have to do a little bit more research to see if maybe I can get some pictures of them and see what they are. And if I could, you know, if I could actually get pictures of them, I'll try to put them up on my Instagram. But like I said, they're not hanging around a lot because we had to trim our bushes, and so the nice, pretty flowers are gone for a while. And until they come back, I think our bees might find greener pastures, literally. So there's that. But you know, I mean, you have to keep your house looking decent. So that's a small price to pay. But I think that is really about it. Um, Hopefully I'll have a little bit more sewing. I'm going to try my hardest to actually work on a couple of things this week so I can really have something to show you guys. Because I feel bad about, you know, only having like one thing to show you. It's like, you know, does she even sew? Yes, she does sew. A little bit. But, you know. So I think that's about it. Sounds like I'm going to have a pretty decent amount of notes, and I will try my hardest to remember to put all the links in there that I talked about. If not, please feel free to poke me and tell me, oh, you forgot this link, because I will put it in. So, and yeah, and I apologize. I'm a little stuffed up because, you know, pollen. It's driving me crazy. So, um, I will talk to you guys later, I guess. Happy sewing. Be good. Pet your kitties. Okay, pet your kitties. And, or your doggies if you have doggies. They're good too. I'm just, you know, kind of a cat person. But anyway, so, um, be good, be safe, all that good stuff. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.